What's up, YouTube? This is OPD Sam 30. Um, Today I want to talk about the Sena FreeWire and some of the my final analysis, but just some of the slight issues that I'm having with it. Nothing that's going to make me want to get rid of it or stop using it, but I'm hoping to pick your brain a little bit out there and see if anybody can give me some simple, plain English thoughts on how to get some of the stuff working correctly. Um, this back and forth thing would send us the technical support. It takes days to get a response from them via email. So anyway, I bought the 20S headset and the Sena FreeWire for my Honda Goldwing. I have a 2006 Goldwing. It has the navigation, in-dash navigation system. But that navigation system is somewhat limited because all you can do is really just store addresses in there and just navigate from one address to another. So I installed a external Garmin Zumo 650 GPS unit on my right side handlebar, and so that's what I use, for most of my navigation. So originally, when I bought the FreeWire, I didn't want to install it on the handlebar for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's kind of unsightly up there, kind of clutters up the handlebars more than they are already. And number two, just for theft purposes. So I figured that I would conceal it inside the left side fairing pouch, and I kind of did some modifications on the fairing pouch so that I was able to mount it in there, store it in there, and keep it powered inside there. And but I went out on a ride using that system, and the consensus is that it was very hard to hear me when I was transmitting on the CB. Not impossible, just hard. A lot of static, a lot of broken communications, things of that nature. And so I figured, well, it has to be some kind of a Bluetooth signal issue, in that maybe because it's buried inside the fairing pouch, the signal from the FreeWire out to the 20S on my helmet just isn't very good. So I moved it up, put it outside on the handlebar, ran a USB to DC connector to it that I bought through Sena, and then I just connected it, right there to the connector on the left side of the fuel tank. And as soon as I did, everything started firing up, started working right. I could hear the radio, I could hear the CB, the weather band, all of that. I went out on a ride this past Saturday up to Paradise Valley Cafe in it's called Mountain Center out here in Southern California, and over by Idlewild. And I was with a group of about I don't know, 12 riders, and I was in the middle of the pack. We had a CB up front and a CB to the back, and everybody could hear me clear. They said they had no issues with my communications or anything. So the FreeWire works, and I'm very happy with it. The only complaint that they had was that they said my transmissions out to them were very loud. They asked if there was a way I could turn down the volume of my transmissions, and I don't even know how to do that. So I got to help take it into Sena right now to kind of give me an idea as to what I can do to lower my modulations out, so that it doesn't come blaring out in other people's helmets. But we'll see what they say about that. So as far as I am concerned, the Sena FreeWire is worth every penny that you pay for it. But then here are some issues that I'm having with it. I run quite a few devices that I have going through the FreeWire. I have my I have an iPhone 5 that I've now buried in that fairing pouch that's connected to a aux cord and that's my music source. So I'm kind of using it as an iPod. Um, and then I have the Garmin that is on my right side handlebar that I want turn by turn to come through my helmet. And then I have my iPhone 7, which I have mounted on my left side of my handlebar so that I can have phone calls and things of that nature. You're probably wondering, why am I taking phone calls while I'm riding a motorcycle? Well, you know, I'm a busy guy, and I love riding my motorcycle, so I like multitasking sometimes. It's cool to be able to talk on the phone while I'm riding, not taking my attention off of what I'm doing, but just being able to talk to my grandkids or my wife or something when I'm on a ride, so I'm not totally disconnected from them. So let's get past all that, and so if anybody knows the proper sequencing out there, if you're running a system similar to mine, where you have multiple devices, like the Zumo and the phone, for the most part, the way I understand it, there's a priority list, and if everything is coming through the FreeWire, one should take priority over the other one. That's not the issue. The issue is I can't get them to all fire up so that everything is working consistently. I know it works because I've accidentally fired it up in the right sequence, and I can hear my phone, I can hear my music, I can hear the CB, and I can hear the turn by turn. But then I'll turn the bike off or something like that, and or I'll hit the intercom on the headset to talk to the wife, and then everything is all, you know, out of whack. And so that's what I'm waiting to hear back from Sena right now, if they have like a case study on this sequence and what gets hooked up first, what gets turned on first, whether I turn everything on and then the headset, or I turn the headset on and then one item at a time so that they all sync. So if you have any questions about my thoughts on the FreeWire, feel free to drop me a comment down below. But if you can lend me any help on sequencing this thing so that it works right consistently all the time, so that I don't spend 15 minutes trying to fire this stuff up, holding up a ride group, I'd love to hear from you. So once I get that all figured out, then I'm gonna probably go ahead and buy the FreeWire for the Harley Davidson. I have a Street Glide that has all of the same stuff. In fact, I can take my Zumo off my Goldwing and put it on my Harley. And so but I'm totally sold on it. But I look forward to hearing any of your comments, thoughts, or suggestions on how to get this thing to work perfectly. But as for right now, if you're even thinking about buying or not buying a Sena FreeWire, I can tell you, in my personal opinion, it works. It's worth the money. Shop around. You can find really good prices on these things if you shop around some of the local motorcycle gear vendors. Again, thanks for giving me some of your time today, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. I'm going to go out and buy a GoPro camera, and I guess that GoPro audio pack, so I can start moto vlogging. And once I get done there, I am going to start doing some videos on rider safety, motorcycle rider safety. And so, but I can't do anything like that until I get a really good GoPro camera. I have a Geek Pro camera, but it's really limited because I have to do voice overlay on it, and it doesn't really give you the full effect. So anyway, my 10 minutes is up here in about 40 seconds. So take care. I enjoy any comments, questions, and OPD Sam 30 saying goodbye until my next video. Take care.